In October of 2023, our worlds changed forever. My husband was diagnosed with terminal end-stage renal failure, stage 5 kidney disease. The words end stage carry with it a weight that is so heavy and so scary. No family should ever have to hear those words, but we held tight to our love, to our faith, and eventually to the hope of a second chance, thanks to the National Kidney Registry voucher program. It was just an average Wednesday morning when the call came after the results of some routine lab work for my husband. He was gravely ill and needed to be brought to the hospital immediately. The doctors did not think that he was going to survive to leave the hospital. Dialysis started immediately that day. And to tell you that we knew nothing about what this diagnosis meant is an understatement. We didn't understand what dialysis was. We didn't know that it was something that would be his only hope for being kept alive for the foreseeable future. As I sat there in the hospital researching on my phone on the internet, I started to see that transplant was a treatment for kidney failure. But knowing already what his blood type is and what mine is, I knew that I wouldn't be a match. And initially, the doctors who were treating him there at the hospital, when they saw that he was going to pull through, said that transplant wasn't in the future for him. He was too sick and probably wouldn't pass the evaluation. But I refused to give up hope. And in my research, I came across the voucher program through the National Kidney Registry. And through that program, I learned that there was still a chance for my husband if he was approved for a transplant, and he eventually was. I could still donate my kidney to an anonymous recipient, to a stranger on the wait list, and in return, my husband would be qualified for a living donor transplant. So in May of 2024, at the age of 51, I donated my left kidney. I never met the person who received it, but I know that my gift was not only helping to save my husband's life, but saving the life of another person. It didn't take long for me to recover. It was quick. It was smooth. I didn't have to take a lot of time off of work. And then what had started out as a 6-year wait for a deceased donor for my husband turned into him receiving a living kidney donor transplant on August 6th of 2024. My husband received his healthy kidney from a living donor, thanks to the National Kidney Registry's voucher program. So you see, our story, it's living proof that organ donation saves lives, not just the life of the recipient, but the lives of the families who get to hold on to more moments, more laughter, and more love. So now, my husband and I do everything that we can to spread the word. We still find ourselves in amazement of how many people don't know that there's still another opportunity to save their loved one by donating their kidney when they're not a match to an anonymous recipient through the National Kidney Registry voucher program. So we share our story every chance we get. We share it on social media and in every conversation when we encounter somebody who is at the beginning of their journey towards kidney transplant.